that low hum underneath your car, the steering wheel that shakes on the highway, the pull to one side you keep chalking up to road conditions. If any of those sound familiar, this video is for you. What you're dealing with might not be tires, alignment, or suspension. It could be something far smaller and far more dangerous if you let it go, a failing wheel bearing. Most drivers have no idea how critical these components are until something goes seriously wrong. A bad wheel bearing does not fix itself. It gets worse, and in extreme cases, it can cause a wheel to wobble, lock up, or separate entirely at speed. That is not a situation you want to find yourself in. In the next few minutes, I am going to walk you through the 7 most common warning signs of a failing wheel bearing, show you how to check if that is actually what you are dealing with, and break down what it typically costs to have one replaced. Already hearing that hum? Drop a comment below and tell me which car you were driving and when it started. Let's start with the symptom most people notice first, and most people get wrong. Humming, growling, or grinding noise. The number one complaint drivers bring in when a wheel bearing is going bad is a noise. It usually starts as a low hum, almost like road noise, but it does not go away when you change roads. Over time, it develops into a growl or a grinding sound that gets louder with speed. Here's how you can tell if it is actually a bearing. Get on a highway or an open road where you can move safely and gently swerve from side to side. If the noise gets louder when you shift weight to the left, the problem is likely on the right side. If it gets louder shifting right, suspect the left. That happens because steering loads and unloads the bearing, changing how much pressure is on it. A similar noise can come from worn brake hardware, a failing hub assembly, or even loose lug nuts, so do not diagnose by sound alone. But if the growl rises and falls predictably with speed and changes when you shift weight, a wheel bearing should be near the top of your suspect list. And that noise often comes with a second symptom you can feel right through the steering wheel: vibration in the steering wheel. Steering wheel vibration is one of those symptoms that drivers tend to live with far too long. It feels like a tire issue, so they rotate the tires, maybe get a balance, and the vibration comes right back. If that sounds familiar, the wheel bearing may be what you actually need to address. As a bearing wears, it develops looseness in what is called its radial and axial clearance. That looseness creates a subtle wobble at the wheel hub. At low speeds, you might not notice it, but as highway speeds build, that wobble translates up through the knuckle and suspension into the steering column. The result is a vibration that tends to get worse the faster you go. To separate this from a balance issue, pay attention to when the vibration starts and whether it changes at different speeds. A balance problem usually has a narrow speed range where it peaks and then calms down. A bearing vibration tends to keep climbing with speed. If balancing and rotating tires has not solved it, have the bearing checked. The next sign is something a lot of drivers only notice when something feels off at lower speeds: loose or wandering steering. Steering that feels vague, loose, or slow to respond is a serious safety concern, and a worn wheel bearing can be a direct cause. The bearing is what allows the wheel hub to spin freely while keeping the wheel exactly where it is supposed to be. When the bearing wears out, that precision disappears. You may notice the car feels less planted, like it wanders slightly on the highway without much input from you. Turns might require more correction than they used to. At parking lot speeds, you might feel a slight looseness, or play that was never there before. In severe cases, drivers describe it as the steering feeling disconnected from the road. Loose steering has other possible causes too, including worn tie rod ends, a failing ball joint, or power steering issues. But when vague steering shows up alongside a hum or vibration, the bearing becomes a strong candidate. The best way to check is to get the car on a lift, grab the wheel at the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock positions, and try to rock it. Any noticeable play points directly to a bearing problem. There is another symptom that does not make noise and does not involve steering, but it shows up clearly on your tires. Uneven tire wear. Tires do not wear unevenly without a reason. If you are seeing unusual wear patterns on one side of a tire or scalloping across the tread, and alignment and rotation have not fixed it, a worn wheel bearing could be what is throwing off the geometry. A healthy bearing holds the wheel perfectly perpendicular to the road and in exact alignment with the axle. When the bearing develops looseness or internal damage, the wheel starts to tilt slightly, running at a slight angle instead of perfectly upright. That tilt puts unequal pressure across the tire contact patch, and over time, uneven wear follows. The tricky part is that this wear develops slowly, and by the time it becomes visible, the bearing may already be significantly worn. If your tires are wearing faster on the inner or outer edge of one wheel specifically, and your alignment checks out, have the bearing on that corner inspected. Catching it here saves you a tire replacement on top of a bearing repair. But there is a sign that does not require getting under the car or looking at the tires at all. Pulling to one side. When your car pulls to one side during normal driving, the first things most people think of are alignment, uneven tire pressure, or a brake dragging on one side. All of those are valid checks. But a worn wheel bearing can also cause a pull, and it often gets overlooked. Here is why it happens. A damaged bearing can create uneven rolling resistance at that wheel. The side with the bad bearing essentially drags slightly more than the other side, and the car drifts toward it. The pull tends to be subtle at first and can mimic a minor alignment issue closely enough that drivers assume the alignment just needs a touch-up. If you have had an alignment done recently and the car is still pulling, or if the pull came on gradually alongside other symptoms on this list, check the bearings before spending more money on another alignment. And if you see a warning light on your dashboard that seems unrelated to any of this, pay attention to it because it might not be unrelated at all. ABS warning light. The ABS warning light illuminating on your dashboard might not seem connected to a wheel bearing at first, but on many modern vehicles it absolutely can be. Here's the reason. Most vehicles today use wheel speed sensors that are built directly into the bearing hub assembly. When the bearing wears and develops looseness or internal damage, it can disrupt the signal that sensor sends to the anti-lock braking system. When the ABS module receives an erratic or missing signal from one wheel, it triggers the warning light and may disable the anti-lock function entirely. In some vehicles, traction control and stability control warnings will also appear at the same time, because those systems rely on the same wheel speed data. If your ABS light is on and a scan does not reveal a clear electrical fault, ask your mechanic to check the bearing on the wheel associated with the speed sensor code. Replacing the bearing often clears the code and restores normal function to all three systems at once. It is one of those cases where a mechanical failure shows up as an electronic warning. The last sign is the one that tends to scare drivers the most, and for good reason. Clicking or popping during turns. A clicking or popping sound that happens specifically during slow turns, like pulling out of a driveway or navigating a parking lot, is a sound that demands attention. Most drivers hear this and immediately think it is a CV axle joint, and that is worth checking. But a severely worn wheel bearing can produce the exact same noise. When a bearing has worn to the point of significant looseness, the rolling elements inside the bearing can shift and slap during the side load of a turn. The result is a rhythmic clicking or popping that matches your turning speed. It tends to be more pronounced when turning in one direction versus the other, depending on which bearing is affected. This symptom typically means the bearing has been failing for a while and has progressed to a more advanced stage of wear. At this point, continuing to drive the vehicle is a real safety risk. The wheel hub needs to stay secured to the vehicle, and a bearing that has deteriorated this far is no longer doing that job reliably. So, what do you do with all of this? The key takeaway is that wheel bearings rarely fail without warning. They give you signs, and those signs build on each other. A hum turns into a growl. A slight vibration becomes steering wander. An ABS light comes on. If you are seeing two or more of these symptoms together, do not wait. Here's what you need to know about cost. Labor is usually the bigger number here, not the part. A wheel bearing itself typically runs between $60 and $150 for an aftermarket unit, with OEM parts running higher. Labor varies depending on whether the bearing is pressed into the knuckle or comes as a complete hub assembly. Hub assembly jobs are faster and often total between $150 and $300 at a shop. Press bearing replacements on some vehicles can run higher due to the additional labor time. If you are comfortable with a floor jack and basic tools, a hub assembly replacement is a manageable DIY job on many vehicles. A press bearing is a different story. You need a hydraulic press to do it right. So that one is usually better left to a shop. The bottom line, do not ignore these warning signs. A wheel bearing failure at highway speed is not just expensive, it is dangerous. If this video helped you narrow down what is going on with your car, hit like, leave a comment with your make and model and which symptom you are dealing with, and I will do my best to point you in the right direction.